Hi everyone, my name is Shannon Griffin and I'm a Year 6 teacher at Central Park and I also lead music. Today I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about encouraging music at home. So singing and music, it plays a really important role in all of our lives. You will find music present in many aspects of our day-to-day lives. We'll find music in things like theater, television, movies, in our different places of worship. Music is lots of times when we're on holidays, we'll see live bands and hear music playing in the background, different celebrations, and also music is part of government and military ceremonies. At home, music can become part of our family's cultures. This can become a normal part of actually our everyday experiences. From birth, many parents instinctively use music to calm and soothe children, to express love and joy, and also to engage and interact. You as parents can build on this natural instinct by learning how music can impact child development, improve social skills, and benefit children of all ages. So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit more about that. So music in the brain, this is the benefits of music. In 2016, there was a study at the University of Southern California, and in this study, it found that musical experiences in childhood can actually accelerate brain development, and this is particularly in the areas of language acquisition and reading skills. According to the National Association of Music Merchants Foundation, learning to play an instrument can improve mathematical learning and it can even increase academic test scores. So as we've got children in primary school and they're getting ready to sit their Key Stage 1 SATs and also their Key Stage 2 SATs, it's been found that learning to play this instrument or any instrument can actually help increase these scores. But academic achievement isn't the only benefit of music education and exposure. Music ignites all the different areas of child development. This includes intellectual, social, emotional, motor development, language, and their overall literacy skills. It helps the body and the mind work together. But in addition to these developmental benefits, simply put, music brings us joy, and it does. It's a wonderful part of all of our lives. So parents' role in music education. You guys as parents actually play the most important role in the music education when it comes to expanding a child's musical horizon. For many years, researchers have been pointing out that children whose families are more musically oriented are considerably more developed in their musical behavior than children who experience a less musically oriented environment. A rich musical environment at home fosters a child's exposure to music and also improves this child's musical ability. Researchers have shown that parents develop a stronger bond to their children while enjoying music together. So this way, music is not only a tool that contributes to the growth and development of a child, but it also gives you guys as a family the opportunity to spend lots of quality time together and just have a lot of fun with it. Your child spends more time at home than in any other place. So this is especially true during the times that we're in right now when we've been in lockdown or in periods of self-isolation. So encouraging your child to enjoy all kinds of music gives them an opportunity for mindfulness, listening for pleasure, and switching off from everyday stress and worry. Even if you don't see yourself as a musician or you don't know much about music, that doesn't actually really matter. There's lots you can do to encourage your child to experience and enjoy music at home. And you might even make some new discoveries yourself and hopefully find it an enjoyable experience. So I'm going to share with you lots of different practical ideas for you to help encourage your child to enjoy music at home. We come from a very multicultural school, and so this is a really great opportunity to share songs from your culture. You can share a bit of your background with your child. Lots of cultures have different folk songs. Why not teach them to your child and explain the story behind those folk songs that perhaps you grew up with? This is an important one. It's turning off the TV and just listening to music instead. Sometimes it's good to just switch off and listen to music rather than having to look at something as well as listening to something. You might only want to try this maybe just one evening a week where you switch the TV off for an hour and just listen to music. It doesn't have to be every single night the TV goes off and you put music on instead. You could do this for simply 1 hour a week. Having music on at meal times, something like a really nice soft classical background music or some soft jazz, this can help create a calm and enjoyable atmosphere while you as a family are having your meal time. A really great idea is to make a family playlist. This is actually a really great exercise for older children and adults as well, to try to put together a playlist on a particular theme. So you could do a playlist on different colors or a playlist on different numbers. Once you have that playlist, you could use it as a name that tune game to play with your entire family. Listening to selections of different types of music, we tend to have our go-to type of music that we like to listen to all the time, but it's great to expose yourself and your children to lots of different kinds of music. There's pop, classical, songs from other countries, even instrumental music, and this is just music simply without words. There's apps and software like Spotify. Spotify actually will suggest new tracks based on what you've listened to or music that you've liked in the past. Why not use music to stimulate discussions? It can help us identify and talk about how we're feeling, which is especially important right now during what the country and in the entire world is going through with COVID. Children can have lots of different feelings and emotions, and you can use music to help stimulate some discussions. Some themes from song lyrics can help start a conversation with your child about how they're feeling. You can share the sort of music you listened to at their age and how it made you feel. Helps the child kind of relate to you a little bit more. Just get moving. You can use music as a basis for moving. You don't have to just dance. I'm not a big dancer. I'm not sure that I necessarily want to be dancing around in my living room, but even just swaying to the music is a really good start. Perhaps the music is telling a story, so you could act it out together, or even if you're not comfortable acting it out, you could ask your child to act it out and you could act as the audience for them. They love performing and doing things like that, so that's a really great idea. Play music together, and this is a really fun one. So you don't actually need to own a musical instrument to make any sort of noises together. Lots of things that you can use at home to make musical instruments. Something as simple as just using upturned saucepans and wooden spoons or metal spoons. You can use these as drums. Kids absolutely love that. You can have a bottle of lentils or a bottle of rice, and you can use that as a shaker. Making instruments can be a really good family craft activity that you guys can enjoy and then playing with them together. This is a great idea, is to try making your own guitar. Children love doing this. You can use tissue boxes or shoe boxes without the lids. You can use cereal boxes. You could also use fruit punnets. So to do this, you use the box as the base of the instrument, and then you take up to 4 rubber bands. You take the rubber bands and wrap them around the base, going the long way, and then just making sure that there's space in between the rubber bands, and then you can start giving the rubber bands a little pluck, and you can experiment with the spacing in between the rubber bands, and that will create different sounds as well. You can also cut a hole in the middle of the tissue box so it looks a little bit more similar to an actual guitar, and that helps change the sound as well. You can just have lots of fun with this. And of course, kids love decorating, so they could decorate the guitar as well. You could explore the different sounds that you hear on journeys. So as you're out and about, whether it be in your house or going to the shop or taking the journey to school, the journey to the park, you can listen out for the different sounds that you hear. Then you could make a piece of music together. This could be using your musical instruments. You can use body percussion, and this piece of music can represent the different types of journeys that you make. Are there any surprises on your journeys, and what might these surprises sound like? You can invite your child to draw a journey to school, a journey to the shops, and then they can play this journey using different body percussions, vocals, and the sound makers that you used, that you've already made in your house. So these are some different websites that you can access that give you loads of different ideas and activities for ways to incorporate music into your household. There's a website that's BBC has put up. It's called BBC Teach, Bring the Noise, and this offers a ton of interactive and inclusive activities. This is for EYFS, Key Stage 1, and also SEND pupils. Tons of great activities on there. Sing Up at Home has hundreds of themed playlists and songs, and this really can fit any mood. So when I was talking earlier about using music to stimulate discussion about how children are feeling, you could find tons of songs on the Sing Up website to use to help stimulate those discussions. There's a great website that's called Friday Afternoons Music, and this is a free resource which connects you with contemporary composers, and this has really high quality songs on there. There's a song bank, and the song bank contains scores, it contains lyrics sheets, it contains backing tracks, and this is for over 70 contemporary classical songs. There's also just some really great podcasts with composers as well, where they talk about their experience in making and creating music. It's a fantastic website. Another one called Song Source, and this is put up by Portsmouth Music Hub. There's over 200 original songs for children and ages 4 to 12. This is free. There's backing tracks, there's performance tracks, there's lyric videos, there's lyric sheets, and there's musical scores as well. So if you do have a child at home that already plays a musical instrument and can read music sheets, you can provide them with the scores, and they could maybe try learning some music off there. There's a website called Out of the Art Music, and there's free songs and resources to help build a daily singing routine at home. The Derbyshire Music Hub has 16 weeks of downloadable musical activities that can be done at home. So there's 2 links on there. The first link are the 16 weeks of activities for Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2. And the last link is for EYFS. So just a great reminder, since there is no negative consequence to the idea to connect children with music, it is an activity that parents can enjoy with their children as often as possible. There really is no limit on this. Even if the regular dose of listening to classical music is not likely to result in a sudden ability improvement, it does have really positive impact on a child's rhythm, on a child's movement, and also on their social and listening skills in the long run. Additionally, there's lots of short-term benefits as well. Listening to music can be calming, it can be entertaining, it can be fun activity for both parents and children. Even something as simple as 10 minutes a day is enough to spark an interest in music. So this is a good time for you to think about your daily routine and when would be a good time to listen to or to play music with your child. I hope that you found this presentation helpful and hopefully it's giving you lots of food for thought and ideas of ways that you can encourage some more music in your home. Thanks very much for listening. Bye-bye.